What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at a chair, doing a full review of this thing right here. This is the Boulies Master. And I assume most of you guys are probably in the same position that I was when Boulies reached out to me probably a couple months ago now, and that you probably never heard of them. And that's fine. There are a million companies out there making chairs. You could find them all over Amazon, some for as low as $120, $130. And to be honest, a lot of the gaming chairs, the racing inspired chairs like this one, come from the same OEM or the same group of OEM who are basically making the same chair and selling it to different companies who are then slapping their logo on it, making a few customizations and then reselling it. So a lot of these chairs, despite the fact that brands like Noble Chairs and DX Racer and Vertigear are out here selling higher priced items because they probably have put some significant R&D into the foam or the materials or whatever else, for the most part the underlying structure of these chairs is basically the same. Now when it comes down to price, a lot of people are hesitant to purchase a chair that costs $500 or something like that, which is what a lot of the DX Racer chairs are going for, a lot of the Noble chairs are going for, just because it has a name on it when basically the chairs are the same. So I get a lot of offers to review these kinds of chairs because there are a lot of less expensive options out there that companies are trying to get you to know about, I guess. And to be honest, I turn down the vast majority of them. I just don't have the bandwidth to review a million different chairs. Not only that, but I don't have the space to store a million different chairs. When Boulies reached out, I looked at their website, and to be honest, the chair looked pretty good. It was a fairly attractive chair. The specs looked decent. I didn't find anything that was alarming, and to be honest, I wanted to see what one of these less expensive chairs was like long term. So I don't have the ability right now to test a chair for a year, but I've had this since, I guess it arrived while I was at CES. So I've had it for about a month. I've been putting my butt in it right there the entire time, and I wanted to kind of see what my experience was like compared to some of the more premium gaming racing inspired chairs that are out there on the market, and see if I could really even tell a difference. To be honest, it's very much the same experience. There are a few different things that I'm going to go into right after the intro and when I go over the detailed explanation about this chair and how my experience was. But to be honest, overall, it's been pretty solid. And while this isn't the cheapest chair that you're gonna be able to find on Amazon, this Master version is the highest one they make, and it's like $320. It still is less expensive than a higher end DX Racer, and also they make some lower end stuff. So they make a Ninja line, a Ninja 2 line, and they also make, I think, an Elite version. So if you have an interest in a non-name brand chair and think that you don't want to spend $400 or $500 on it, maybe look into one of these brands like Boulies, who's putting out a very similar product for less money. So, like I said, I've been living with this for a month, and I'm going to tell you all about it right after the intro. This is the Boulies Master, the highest end chair that they offer. It's available in black on black, black with red highlights, blue, or this white version. I've never had a white chair before, and I was a little concerned about discoloration and staining, but so far so good, and the PU leather has held up well to several spills and one unfortunate salad dressing mishap. The Master is a wide chair and doesn't pinch in around the hips or shoulders, so even someone who's fairly broad shouldn't have any problems finding a workable seating arrangement. It's rated for up to 300 pounds and a max comfortable height of 6'6". As with a lot of brands these days, Boulies is including a really nice plush head and neck pillow in the box that I've taken full advantage of during my time with the chair. The same soft material feel is also included in several other areas of the construction, as you find a supple microfiber stitched into the side bolsters and the backrest that really makes the Master come off as a premium product. There's even crosshatch stitching on the backrest that's a subtle yet appreciated accent, and even if you can't feel it through your clothing, you know it's there, and ultimately it does make this an attractive yet fairly understated office piece. But ultimately what you want out of a chair is comfort above all else, and a lot of that comes down to the seat. On the Boulies Master, the seating area is wide and fairly flat, curving up only slightly at the sides. The biggest differentiator between a lot of these chairs is the foam that's used, and Boulies has chosen to go with some of the softest that I've felt yet. It's still plenty firm to support your weight, but is more forgiving than what I'm used to on my Noble Chairs Hero. Long-term viability of a less dense foam is potentially a concern, as it could crush or lose its ability to bounce back, but I don't have years to test this, unfortunately. What I can say is that for me, sitting at my PC for 10 hours a day, it's been really comfortable so far. The PU leather is perforated for a small amount of butt ventilation, but this isn't something that I've ever really had an issue with before, and it probably won't influence your buying decision unless you have a particularly sweaty backside. The armrests kind of go in the opposite direction that the seat foam does, as they are some of the hardest that I've felt outside of just actual hard plastic, and they might give your elbow some problems if they rest on these naturally. They are 4D adjustable, however, meaning that they can go up, down, in, out, front, back, and they can pivot as well, and it's all controlled by small buttons on the armrest itself. And speaking of adjustments, if you're one of those psychos who likes lying down completely flat in your gaming chair, well, I guess you can do that too, as the recline mechanism goes almost a full 180 degrees. The back of the chair is again fairly understated. It uses a clean single color look for this white version, with only a small stitch black Boulies logo on the top. The other color options also have a single color solid back, keeping with the theme of sharp, yet not crazy town. Something that you do get with the Boulies Master that is a fairly frequent omission from even higher end gaming chair brands is a fully adjustable lumbar support, which I have taken full advantage of. These racing seat inspired chairs don't always offer proper back support, and this goes a long way in fixing that. The casters are set into an aluminum 5-spoke base, and I've had no problems navigating both hard floors and carpeting. The base is mated to a multi-tilt mechanism underneath with a tilt lock and tension adjustment that allows you to change the tilt resistance. I did notice a few of these flyaways with the stitching. They didn't seem to indicate that it was coming loose or anything, but I did clip a few of them just in case. They were likely from the ends of stitching runs. Overall, I really do like the Boulies Master. It's comfortable and attractive and has some nice features, but it remains to be seen if the soft foam will be an issue long term. It kind of goes to show you though that because the chairs are all so similar, you can get a decent product at a better price than some of the big names are offering without giving up a whole lot in the process. Thanks for watching, guys. Get subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you next time.